I watched a video on Instagram yesterday of this woman who said, "Oh, I really feel like the Lord is saying to me that I need to share my testimony with the youth." And the pastor was like, "Oh, okay, like share a little bit." And I guess she shared like a little snippet, and he could already tell this was like going to be a wild story. But he was like, no, like don't tell me the rest. Write it down for me and send it via email so I can check it. And she didn't get around to sending the email. And every week she would like see him at church. And she would say, "Oh, can I share my testimony with the youth? I really feel God telling me that I need to share my testimony with the youth." And he was like, "Have you sent the email?" She was like, "I haven't got around to it." He's like, "When you send the email, I'll get in touch with you." One day he was leading youth, and it was going terribly. And she walked through the doors. And she was like, "Oh, Pastor, like I just really feel like the Lord is telling me in this moment that I need to share my testimony with the youth." And he was like, "It's already going terribly. How worse can it get?" She takes the mic. And I think as soon as she opened her mouth, the pastor regretted it. So she said, "Guys, I encourage you to stay on the right path. Stay with the Lord. I recently was in an abusive relationship. My husband was beating me. He was manipulating me. He was beating me up. It was terrible. And so anyway, one day I tried to call the police and he found out. And so he dragged me into the woods and he took me to a mountaintop and he held a gun in my head. And he said, 'It's either you kill me or you kill yourself.' And so I killed him." And she walked off. And this is why, leaders, you can't just, if someone says, "I feel the Lord telling me to do X, Y, and Z," don't just go with that. You need to do your own checks.